All right, we're going to do some videos where we want to make sure we keep our back straight. One way to do that is just put your hand behind your head, and we'll do marches. You can go slower or faster than me. So we'll just do a few marches just like this, and then you could do this for as many times as you want. But I'll show you some alternatives if you get bored doing this, how you could change it up and do something else. Also, if you have to, you could use one hand to hold onto a chair and just use one hand behind your head. All right, so let's switch it up. Let's kind of, if you want, you could twist a little bit when you're marching. But you're still keeping your hands behind your head, as it helps keep your back straight so you don't start hunching over. All right, so you can just do this continuously for as long as you want, or if you want, you could pick up a weight or just put your hands up. And it's still, when you put your arms up in the air and keep your stomach in, it helps you keep your back straight as well. So you could just do this with your hands, or if you want, you could pick up a weight and keep it up. That's up to you. If you want to use a weight or not, you just are continuously marching. And again, if you want to march faster, go for it. If you want to march slower, go for it. So you can do this for as many times as you want. Just keep your tummy in the whole time. Now, if you want, you could bring this down to here and try to keep your back straight still, right? If you want to add something in, you could do this. So I'd have to go a little slower. Lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, and lift, with or without a weight in your hand. It's up to you. And also you could have a weight in each hand if you want to use weights. Lightweight, heavyweight, whatever feels best to you. But I'm just continuously marching as much as I can and holding in my stomach, trying to keep my back straight. It's kind of amazing how when you put your hand behind your head, how it helps you keep your back straight. And once you start that, you get used to keeping in your tummy, it gets easier to keep doing it. So we're gonna get some light weights here, but you don't need any weights. What you could do is this, lift your elbows up. So I'm using light weights, but you could use nothing or heavier weights. Trick is I'm just gonna keep marching for as long as I could do, holding in my stomach, keeping my back straight. I'm not counting. I'm not doing it a certain number of seconds. That's up to you when you want to switch, or if the whole time you just want to march around the house, that works as well. Or the whole time just have your hands behind your head. And so there's lots of things you can do while you're marching these add-ons. So I can go out, 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 with or without weights again. Holding onto a chair if you want. I'm just holding in my stomach, keeping my back straight so I don't get hunched over like a lot of seniors do the older they get. Marching at your own pace, of course. Just see how long you can march. So you don't need to watch me to do this, but if you want, I'm just giving you ideas of what you might do. You also might want to take a stretch once in a while. Just stretch to one side with or without holding a weight. Stretch to the other side if you want to take a little break like that. Back over to this side, let's say. Feels really good right here. That's where the stretch is, the opposite of the way you're going. Then I'm just going to go back to holding the hands behind my head, continue my marching. Then you get tired of watching this, turn it off and go on to something else. Or if you want to just keep marching with me, I'm just going to keep doing it for a while. The more the merrier. Again, hands up. Or if you could keep them behind your head, you could do that little tiny twist if you feel like it. Twist a little bit. That's really good for your waist when you do a little bit of the twist. And if you can't do it without holding on, look, I could hold onto a chair. So it's like one march, right, with a single leg. And then you can do it the other way. I think I'm doing about 8. Just kind of remembering to keep my stomach in and my back straight, not arching over. And one thing that's really good to do is to simply go up on your toes and down, up on your toes, down, and then back up a little, and then go back on your heels. So up on your toes, back on your heels. Again, keeping your stomach in, keeping your back straight. I try to do this a few times a day. It isn't that easy, actually. And you don't have to hold on to something, but for me, my balance is not perfect, so I kind of like holding on. But some people can just do it without holding on. I can't stay up as long unless I'm holding on. So I'm going up, back on my heels. Going up, down, heels. Up, down, heels. Up, down, heels. Up, down. Do this as many times as you want. And then you can always go back to your marching. So these are good for your posture. They're good for your tummy, and good for your waistline. So if you get tired of doing this, go back to your marching, putting your hands behind your head. When you go back marching, you could just keep your hands out too. Or you could have weights in each hand as you're doing this. And of course, some people like to march fast like this. Holding in your stomach, that's fine too. Or go slower. It's really up to you. The trick is to just keep moving, keep holding in your stomach, keep your back straight, so keep your head a little bit up, looking more or less straight ahead. Don't hunch over. Stop whenever you feel like it. I'm still feeling it, so I'm just going to keep marching because I'm getting some exercise here. I'm going to go a little faster. And while I'm marching, I'm going to stretch. So I'm really putting my hand behind my back like this and pulling my elbow with my other hand. So you could do this while you're marching. And then I'm going to switch and do the other side. Same thing. Yeah. You know, of course you can go around in a circle if you want. But keeping my back straight, my head back, and my tummy in. Simple, most people could do this. You can even do it sitting in a chair marching. Marching and holding in your stomach is a simple but an effective exercise. Easy to do anywhere. And if you want, you can march back and forth. It's up to you. You could also do side steps. Step to the side. Pretend you're walking over rocks. Up and down. I'm making a circle. Still holding in my tummy. I usually try to make less than a minute, but I just wanted to make one kind of long one for anybody who wants to just keep marching. So if you're still with me. you can also go out to the side, so it's not really a march, it's a tap. I'm still holding in my tummy, trying to keep my back straight. And I think we'll stop, but hey, you can watch the video again, you can keep marching, go on to the rest of your day, whatever.